We have an awesome show for you guys today.
The greatest eventer of all time.
Good news for the sport.
Welcome to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. This is episode 7 in our 7th season, and we have Elisa Wallace coming to join us. But first, we're going to take a break and listen to some great things about our sponsor, Horse Trailer Pros, and others.
Want to advertise on the John and Rick Show? Contact John at 352-875-8622
or call Rick at 850-879-2649.
For a horse owner on the road, your trailer is essential. No one enjoys being stuck on the road. At Horse Trailer Pros, we repair, renovate, and maintain all makes and models of horse trailers. We work directly with your insurance company or manufacturer for warranty repairs and insurance claims. Our state-of-the-art facility provides quick turnaround and friendly customer service. Considering a living quarter conversion? We do those too. Find comfort on the road with Horse Trailer Pros. Call or text 352-804-2131. HorseTrailerPros.com.
Does your horse struggle with stress, tight muscles, or fatigue? Nupeed USA delivers advanced supplements trusted by riders nationwide. Our magnesium supplement with unique MAH helps reduce anxiety and support muscle relaxation. And for lasting stamina, our L-carnitine builds energy and strength without making horses fizzy. Easy to feed, proven to perform. Support your horse's health and performance today with Nupeed.
Welcome back to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. We are in the Nupeed segment. Nupeed is a great product. I use it on my horses to keep them calm and focused for sure. Rick?
Yeah, Nupeed is fantastic. You have a daily pump, which you put in for your daily feed, or you can get this great tube that you can go tube your horses before your event.
That's the one I use.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is FEI legal. It's USEF legal. It's a magnesium paste that goes in and helps your horse just find a level, balanced playing field. And we all hope that it works, and I believe that it does. So
right.
I use it religiously. NupeFeedUSA.com. You can order yours today. A whole line of other products that they have. You should go there and look and see what they have. Scott Adcock, thanks for advertising with us. It's a great product. Oh, by the way, if you use EquiBrew too, it's great to help the gut get ready for the Nupeed that helps it work better. Boom.
And I like that it's a company that's been around for a while. Like they've been around for years, as long as I can remember.
But yeah, Nupeed is produced in England,
right,
and shipped over here but it has been.
It's just
in England,
proven.
We're all going, why are those horses like doing so well?
Right.
And then Scott goes, I'm going to bring it over here.
Boom.
And here we are.
Good job, Scott. I appreciate it.
Just like this is New Zealand.
Right. We're worldwide. It's prestige worldwide.
John.
Yes.
I'm so impressed.
Okay.
You had a good week.
Yeah, the horses are going well.
Nope. You had a good week.
The horses are going well.
I was so proud of you.
Thank you.
You had a great dressage on Esmeralda.
Yep.
A good dressage on Kurt.
Yep.
2 double clears.
Both
Two
of 7 double clears.
Yeah. The time was hard to get.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And a great run across country, whether, you had a little blip.
Yeah, she spooked.
Yeah,
she spooked.
She spooked. Great. I mean, Kurt was like
a rock
star.
He's pretty cool. They're both very good horses. I'm excited about them. And so from here, we'll take Kurt to Ocala, and he'll do the 4 short. And we'll take Zelda to Kentucky, and she'll do the 4 short. And yeah, it's exciting. They're both going super.
I'm happy for you because it's a long road, John.
Yeah, well, and it's fun because I basically started them both in the sport.
So. Both of them came over at the same time, right?
No.
Or did Kurt come over earlier?
I got Kurt from Fraser Duffy and Alex Green through Fernhill. And he had taken him to one, I think it was a schooling event at Majestic Oaks before I bought him.
Kurt's competition name.
Fernhill Copain.
Okay, sorry, because I just called him Kurt.
Yeah, he's Kurt. So we got both of them through Fernhill, and they're nice horses, and I'm excited about them.
So,
and now we get to go to Kentucky together, unless I
know, funny story.
Touch wood.
Funny story with John, because this is why you're just adorable, right?
Well, please do tell.
I mean, your wife knows you are at times. Otherwise, she'll throw you out the
abominable
door.
as well.
You call me up, and you go, it's closing date,
Right.
or coming up on closing date in Kentucky. They only take 40.
Well, that's what they
I'm like,
said.
No, they're kind of liberal with the 40. Well, you got to have the qualifiers and the 40, and you got to FEI rankings.
It
And I
goes
was like,
up. This is what they said.
John, you're gonna make Bliss. Are you sure? This is where you start to doubt me.
Well, maybe
And
I was
I'm
just
like-
doubting me.
I'm like, you're gonna make the cut. It's all gonna be good. They're gonna take us all. What happened?
Well, they said, we really want you, John. Don't worry, you're one of the top 3 that we chose,
See?
is what they said. That's the letter that I got.
I told you.
Right.
Well done.
Right. That's the letter that I got was, of course, we can't run this competition without you, is what they
Right.
said. It was, honestly, it was a little over the
So-
top and kind of embarrassing, but I'll take it.
Let me ask the question. Did your wife, your secretary,
Yes.
that you depend on so much, get everything in on the deadlines?
Did you?
No.
No.
Of course she did.
Yeah, she did.
You didn't even know there were deadlines.
She very rarely makes a mistake. When she does, it's usually pretty fantastically gigantic, but it's rare. It's rare.
Oh. Well,
But we got it. We're in.
good job.
We're
well done. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great show.
So we've got an awesome show coming.
Yeah.
So you and Briggs have
Yeah.
had a very good spring season as well.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, and we're heading with Hottie Patati
Hottie the super pony.
to Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then you guys go to Tryon.
We do.
Right, that's plan.
Yeah, I mean, that we have been very careful in planning her career, just because she's a pony.
Yep.
And her last run at the 4-star FEI level was Rebecca Farm in July.
Yep.
We made the crucial decision, just for certain reasons, not to run her at Morven. And then we were very careful planning her spring season. So
But she was
Terranova-
great at Terra Nova.
Yeah, it was our first 4-star
That's the
run.
best I've seen her show jump. It was beautiful.
We can contribute that to, we've had, coming up on a year with Ronnie Beard
Yep.
out of Wellington, a really renowned trainer. He's trained the greats in the show jump. And he has taken it on himself to come and take Briggs under his wing and really, jump into the eventing realm. He's got Lauren Huff riding his Grand Prix, soon-to-be Grand Prix show jumper. So yeah, I'm pleased to see the progress that everybody is now seeing.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. And I didn't get to see all of the cross country because I was busy panicking when you were running. It was either pre-panicking or post-panicking, but I was definitely panicking. But what I did see, she looked amazing.
She was good. She ended 14th. How did you end on Kurt?
What was 8th?
8th?
8th. You got a brown ribbon, which is 8th.
Yeah. That was good.
I'm thrilled with Kurt. And Zelda, had I not had my little blip, would have been, I think, 4th or 5th.
Yeah, because she was super the whole time.
Yeah.
Good.
As they said, if my grandma had wheels, she would be a bicycle.
Hey, you know what they say. That's always a good saying.
Yes, thank you. So we go to Stable View, and we should just give a shout out to Lucine. I always thought it was Lucienne. Lucienne, we need some
Elmo.
clarification on this
Elmo.
because
That's what I was told.
I have
no,
always
it's not
said
Elmo.
Lucienne,
Lucine.
and now I'm being told by Rick.
Lucien. I think it's Lucien.
That's what I said, Lucienne.
You said Lucine.
No, you said Lucine.
No, I think it's Lucien.
Oh my lord.
She has a name, and we must ask.
It is Lucienne.
Lucien.
But a minute ago, you were like adamant it was Lucine, and you gave me that look that you give when you say with your face that I am being difficult. Well,
Guess
you're
what?
being
We'll just have her
difficult.
on the show.
It's Lucienne. Okay, so she got
Can
Deary.
you call in 800-555-1212 and let us know, please?
It's Lucienne. But I was thrilled that she won Stable View, but she did it on Deary, who I
cool
have
horse.
always loved that horse, and it's like she's just been on the verge of
Briggs
being
and I have talked
consistent
about
with that one.
before. All the time, just on the verge and just had something go on.
Yeah.
And now that she changed to U.S. citizenship for riding.
I can cheer for her.
For you, and she is now having it all go her way.
Right. Yeah, because
Who knew?
That's what we do. Canada was right there as well in third with Whalen.
Whalen,
Fernhill, Salt Lake.
Harry Potter.
Yep. And we should just give a quick shout out to Allie Knowles, who is heading to Kentucky as well. She was second there, and
She did a good job.
Allie's super.
I haven't seen that horse go that much. But Allie, like all of us, can have some really good goes and some really bad luck. I'm hoping that all this for her is going in the direction for 2026. It's going to be really good because she's always right there.
Well, and I think she's always going for it.
Always.
Like, the thing I respect about Allie is she's
going for it.
Yeah, she's not going out to I'm just going to canter around, hope for the best.
She's going for it.
Yeah, which is what it takes.
And Elisa was in top 6 there. Who was fourth and fifth?
Emily Hamill on the legendary
Corvette.
and Katie Lichten on Hickstead Mustard.
Good for Katie. And Katie's been sticking it out too. She's been trying hard, so that's good.
Yeah, so it sounded like it was a great competition.
Hickstead is a cool looking horse.
Yeah,
It's good.
Cool.
Stable View. Helen West did that one.
Yes, and I've yet to actually ride around one of her courses, but I was told it was a nice track.
Yeah.
So
it was laid out early on by Mark,
Yeah.
and then she came in and did some changes, and we didn't go to Stable View this year. Neither did you. You haven't been. When was the last time you were at Stable
I haven't been to Stable View in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just there's so many to choose from. And the timing kind of works out better for me.
There's no judgment there.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love
You
Stable
didn't
View.
do You haven't done Carolina either.
No.
Right?
No.
So, yeah.
But that's the nice thing is it's got to be tough being an organizer right now because there's so many events. There's so much competition for entries. As a competitor, it's great because to make fun of my hands? Are you raising? Briggs is raising his hand. Yes, Briggs.
The ground at Terra Nova.
It was beautiful. Yes, the ground at Terra Nova was amazing. It's the best. They've got it right. Like they took them. I think that's a tricky type of ground to get sorted, and they always tried because they had water on it first year. But then they got the aeration right.
And they got really good rain right
Yes.
before the event. I mean, like a downpour.
Yes.
That really helped it. There were some areas that they were concerned about, but it turned out fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Alec did I think he's done a great job there. I like the Sunken Road, the new addition.
Yep. Sunken Road was great. I did think, just being honest, that not just because my poor mare spooked at it, but I thought that 5AB was the most difficult question on course to do the straight route. And in having it be at 5, I thought was unfortunate because I think a lot of people that if it had been at 15 would have taken a crack at it, didn't take a crack at it because it was early.
I think that was the discussion the first time we walked it.
Yeah.
Right. I think I was put off where, again, it's 5AB early. It's in a different, difficult area with it's shady and scary a little bit. But I think every rider that I kind of was listening to that was walking it for the first time, Briggs included, said, I'm going to go long. They put in an option.
Yes, and to their credit, they did have an option, and you didn't have to go straight. And I think, despite the November event where they got some criticism for the coffin and the fact that this was maybe a little early for that combination, I think Alec has done an awesome job there.
I agree.
I think the courses are proper cross-country courses. The criticism for me for Terra Nova from outside has always seemed to be that it's a flat piece of property, and it is. You can't
deny
make
that.
hills in a swamp in South Florida, but they have created terrain where they can, and Alec has done an awesome job making it feel like proper cross-country.
I agree.
It rides well.
And
It's educational for the horses.
I mean, the property has really come along and grown on. I mean, when we first started going, there were tents, right? I mean, and we watched it blossom all the way up. So I did enjoy myself. Sometimes you go to events and even if things are going bad, you still kind of have a feeling that you're okay.
Yep.
That place, you would feel okay.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I just think it's one of the few places we can go to, and Carolina would be another one where you have atmosphere that is created just naturally by the venue.
Yeah.
They have those beautiful rings. They have atmosphere. The cross country feels like you're at a big event because you are, but it feels special.
And everything flowed well. I know Kyle, when we talked to him early on, when we were asking him to be on the show for the preview, he was running around with his head chopped off.
Yeah, he had a lot going on.
A lot going on at Terra Nova. And I mean, I've never seen him ride so many horses at an event. I was like, there he is.
Yep.
There he is. But anyway, we'll get his take when he comes on the show.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we get Elisa?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we're going to take a break. Thank you to Nupeed. Great product. We are thrilled to have them.
NupeFeedUSA.com. Order yours today. They also have a great line of other products that you should take a check and look it out.
Yes. Take a check and look it out. I like it. All right. We're going to take a check and look it out. We'll be right back.
Does your horse struggle with stress, tight muscles, or fatigue? Nupeed USA delivers advanced supplements trusted by riders nationwide. Our magnesium supplement with unique MAH helps reduce anxiety and support muscle relaxation. And for lasting stamina, our L-carnitine builds energy and strength without making horses fizzy. Easy to feed, proven to perform. Support your horse's health and performance today with Nupeed.
I just got back from Magnolia Sands schooling the horses cross country. It is such a useful place to go. If you are here for the winter season and you want to go cross country schooling, Magnolia Sands needs to be on your list. It is awesome, great jumps. You do have to make reservations, so you're going to text 615-414-0781 or send them an email at magnoliasandsfarm@gmail.com. You're going to have a great time.
EquiBrew, now available in the USA. It's a live probiotic that you feed daily to your horses. The live microbes go into your horse's gut and cleans up the gut wall, creating a healthy gut system.
EquiBrew is an essential part of my feeding program. My horses love to eat it, and it does a really good job of promoting gut health and also good behavior and great performances.
It's something I recommend for all of your horses, no matter what they do in their careers.
It's so affordable, I can use it on all of my horses in the barn, not just my top horses.
Order EquiBrew today by going to brickfieldnutrition.com or calling 850-879-2649.
Grant Showalter has over 15 years of equine bodywork and saddle fitting experience. His technique allows him to identify and alleviate tightness in muscles. He uses trigger point massage to release points of restriction. Grant has over a decade of experience fitting and adjusting a wide variety of saddles. His expertise in equine physiology, coupled with a thorough understanding of the importance of a properly fitted saddle, allows him to quickly identify and correct any balance issues. Grant can also adjust your saddle on site. Grant works on all of my competition horses, and I have noticed a significant improvement in their performance at competitions and their overall way of going. Grant's based in Ocala, Florida year-round, but regularly travels to the surrounding areas. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 484-639-4454.
Everyone says they feed the best, but not every feed is made the same. Seminole Feed is built on fixed formulas. And made in a medication-free mill for unmatched safety. Every bag delivers consistency your horse can feel and performance you can see. Because when it matters, there is only one best, the original low-starch feed, Seminole Wellness.
Welcome back to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. We are super pumped to have Elisa Wallace, who honestly we only get because we have connections with Rick. Otherwise, I'm not sure she would be willing.
I'm sure she would come for you.
I don't think so.
No, I think she would.
All right, well.
I like John good enough.
I know.
You have coached
This
me.
is Seminole
Okay.
Feed segment.
This
by
is
the way.
Seminole Feed, and this show is brought to you by Seminole Feed, makers of Seminole Wellness, a complete line of low-starch horse feeds. Based in Ocala, Florida, Seminole has over 90 years of experience and was one of the original pioneers of low-starch horse feeds in the U.S. Known for fixed formulas and their own fully medication-free mill, which is super important. They deliver consistent, high-quality nutrition you can rely on. Proud supporters of the 4-star Super Pony. They say Haughty Couture. Is that really?
It's kind of what she got the mix
Haughty
from.
Couture.
Her name is Couture, but
Right, but it's Haughty. Right. If you want to learn more, email info@seminolefeed.com or call 352-732-4143. So, that said, thanks to Seminole. We are so excited to have them and can't thank them enough. And we're excited to have the people's champion, Elisa Wallace.
Yeah.
So-
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so we cheered you on.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love my fans.
Yeah, I should have. I feel like if I had been there, you would have come out of the gates faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think my energy would have probably leveled that up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell Kevin that next time, my pin wrangler.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying I need to be your pen wrangler. I'm just saying.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I just I feel more like I'd be in the audience.
I don't know, Dad. What do you think? You were in the audience.
You think I could have brought more energy?
yeah, always.
Yeah, that's what I
John
said.
can. But it was very fun to watch. And why don't you it's Road to the Horse, and it was your first year. What did you do?
So would you like me to explain it
Yes.
to your people?
Yes.
I guess since we had you on to talk about Road to the Horse, you should probably explain it. Yeah.
Road to the Horse has been a competition going on since 2003, I believe, was their first one, and it's a colt starting competition. It's an elite championship colt starting competition. Yes.
Can you explain to me why
They were fillies.
they say it's a colt starting competition and yet it's fillies? It seems to me, from the outside, that there is some sexism still involved in this industry.
So in the genre of colt starting, they just call them all colts.
So it's like, hey guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just.
So it's not
if you're
really-
into colt starting, you just call it colt. It's just a colt. They don't really.
So it's
They do clarify that they are fillies once they're going, but if you're saying, hey, I'm working this colt or blah blah.
so it's
blah,
not sexism.
Whatever you
It's
want.
the way
it to be.
it is. It's called
It's just the way it is.
Texas.
It's just yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I
So-
didn't mean to interrupt.
Anyways, it's kind of evolved over the past years, and I've watched it for a very long time. I had originally, I've been asked, I guess back in 2020, but it's always conflicted with Carolina. So it was always on that weekend of Carolina. And I remember when Tick got invited, and I got to talk with Tick the first time, and he won it both years. So that was really inspiring, and I was really happy for him. And I got asked again, and I was like, well, I'm not getting any younger, so
Right.
I can adjust my schedule around. And actually, adjusting my schedule around has worked really well for my mare this season. So I feel like, because there has to be a bit of a balance there. And it was also a bit of a risk going and working a colt starting competition, because you can always get hurt with horses. So, we have it's a 3-day competition where you are judged by 5 judges, including David O'Connor and Kathy Barr were the 2 English judges. And then we had Jeff Williams and Eric Hoffman and Jesse Westfall were all of our judges. So Jesse Westfall, I believe, was the husband of Stacy Westfall. So anyhow.
Okay. Cool.
It's an invitational, by the way.
Yes, you are invited. We were the championship competitors. Me, Ryan Rose, Nick Dowers, and then there's a wild card slot that the wild cards have gone earlier on in the week, and the person who wins the wild card gets to come into the
that's cool.
championship.
I didn't know
right.
that.
And so the wild card winner was Tiffany McClure, which her dad, Buster McClure, is like a legend. He is amazing to watch start colts. Like, he is like he started a colt in 45 minutes there, and you learn every time you watch and listen to him. He's pretty amazing. I had fantastic competitors, and we get a total of an hour 45 each day, with mandatory 15 minutes for the horse to have a rest. So you get a total of an hour and a half to work your horse. And we have we have brackets that are given on a scale, a point system, just like a dressage test.
Okay.
0 to 5 is how you're graded or scored. And it's certain things like transition, like progression of haltering, forwardness, softness of the horse, groundwork, preparing for saddling, kind of all those things. And then you have the opportunity each day, the winner gets to win. If you win the round, you win $5,000.
Okay.
And then it's cumulative. So the person who has the highest score at the end of the day wins.
And so let's go through the competition because it started steady for you.
You
Yes?
started in last.
Yes.
I
I'm
was
trying to say this in a polite way.
No, I was in
You
last.
didn't come out of the gates flying.
I
So
thought
what
I
happened?
did.
So what happened? I feel that, right?
Yeah.
So you came out, you were happy with your day.
I was stoked.
So-
I was completely excited. I got my pick because it's a draw. So we are given a hat, and the lowest number gets to go first, and I was last draw.
Right?
And so I was freaking out because my filly was very inquisitive to everybody, and I was like, don't pick her, don't pick her, don't pick her. And then finally Ryan picked his mare, which was a gray horse, and so I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, well, I know which one I'm going to pick, but I'll just play it up to the cameras a little
Right.
bit. And then she came and sniffed my face, and I was like, okay, well, that sealed the deal. So first day, and we were able to watch them all during the week, like they would let them out. And I actually had picked her originally from the list of horses they had given us. So they gave us a list of the breeding and a little 10-second video clip. And so out of the 11 horses that were there, she was my top pick because she was a bigger moving horse, like seemed very forward. And I also liked the bloodlines that she had. And they did a clip of them loading, and she was the first one to walk into like a big semi trailer. And I was like, I like that one.
Right.
And so in the herd dynamic, she was first out, but
just to interrupt real quickly there. When you say you liked it because she walked into the trailer on her own, is that you liked it because you thought that would make her more competitive for this competition?
Absolutely.
Or is it also because you just like that in a horse?
Well, yeah, both. But like when there's a group of horses and you got one that's like, hey, I'm going to walk into this steel trailer, and the other ones are kind of balking a little bit at it, then that tells me she's pretty brave.
Right, okay.
So I'm like, okay, like my intuition says that she's going to be a curious, kind of go forward, meet things first versus like, not sure. Like there was one horse that balked pretty bad about the trailer, and I was like, I don't want, and that one ended up being a bit of a troublemaker the whole week. So I was like, yep, that one's a no.
Right, okay.
And then during the herd, when we watched them out in the herd, she would always like look up, but she could be in the front, middle, or the back, and didn't really have to be hooked onto a horse to go out. So that kind of told you that she didn't mind being away from the herd. And so those are kind of like indicators that gave me the green light for her.
Right.
Also, you're able to talk to the wrangler, Clint. And Clint told me, he said, that those line of horses, because she's sired by Brother Toughwood, he's like, I heard him talk, and he's like, they're not Brother Easywood.
Right, okay.
That gives you a thing. He said, if you go and kind of pick a fight, they'll buck you off. And so I was like, noted. And there's a it's a chestnut mare. She can get frustrated real quick. But she was incredibly intelligent, and I kind of established, some boundaries in the beginning, and I practiced roping.
Nice.
And everyone had roped their horse, but she stood there at the gate and just let me put the loop over her head.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I roped it. But still, I use that, I still like to work the rope on them a little bit. And my goal was really to help her get her emotions down in the beginning and then go through and check the boxes of the things that I needed to do. But I did also get on her in like the first 6 minutes, which I didn't think was a big deal, but I guess that was a big deal.
Right.
But that's a little bit how I gain trust with them. And I've done it with my Mustangs. Like that's just a little bit how I train them. And it's a way to, like I said, if I can get her comfortable with me on her body around bareback first, then the other things will come together.
Sure.
So that first round, I really didn't want her to buck me off.
Yeah, fair.
So I just kept changing things up on her a little bit. Did the sur single, but then I wouldn't stay in it too long. I would take it off and let her have a break mentally because she really engaged pretty hard and pretty fast. So your attention span's not very long. So got her on some obstacles, and then by the end I was able to have the saddle on and I got her to walk, trot, and canter off, which was pretty good. So I was thrilled, and I still had like 5 minutes near the end where I untacked her, and then I gave her a good rub down at the end to where she always felt like it was a positive.
Right.
So my goal was to like start on a positive, do a little bit of work in between, end on a positive.
And so do you think that there was some bias here, like judges were against you?
I don't think there was bias. I think what?
Some of her lowest scores from David.
This is what I heard.
Yeah, well, so I mean,
I'm just saying.
So my insight from what I saw was
Yes.
she has a different approach that anybody else has with
Right.
colt starting, and I
I'm
think
more like, well, I'm just like Tick. I'm similar to Tick.
you're different than Tick. You approach it from the Mustang angle, which a lot of people don't have. And the Mustang angle, to me, from watching you over the years, is you have a different way of developing their trust, and getting on fast was a way of developing trust.
So do you think they like marked you down because you got on too quick? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think, yeah, I was told that the first round was too fast and that I needed to slow down, which also it's very hard to judge. I would never want to be a judge because there's 4 of us. So how are you gonna? And also when they're
down there, not up here.
Right.
Yeah, and when there would be, because my competitors' horses were like bucking and doing stuff, and so attention would be taken to over there. So I think if you weren't watching me intently, you would miss little subtle things that I was doing.
So they did a poor job judging, basically.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
My thing is, I don't think they did a poor job judging. I think they didn't have the perspective of judging from a spot that they could see everything.
Well, and also though, it's my job as a competitor, whichever sport you are in, it's just like dressage.
On show.
It's like you got to know how to get the score from the judge.
Right.
So if you go and ride in front of it, this in dressage, like a certain judge likes a frame this way or likes your horse to be more forward or whichever. It's kind of, I think, the same in colt starting. And, so I just went in there but that's also why I had my good friend who's trained Mustangs, but he's also judged colt starting competitions as my pin wrangler.
Right.
Because he knew, and so we got it. Okay, fine. First day I went too fast.
No, I think that you went just right,
and
the judges were obviously biased against you.
It's a cumulative, though. It comes out in the end.
I think I did right by I did right by my horse. So my goal and my intention was every time I went into that round pen, everything kind of went out of my head, and I just stayed in the moment for what my horse needed at the moment. The competition didn't matter.
Right.
So and I was actually quite pleased and maybe not shocked, but I was like, this feels like a very long time in here. Like I felt very relaxed. And I think it's because I had such a good connection with her, and I never felt like hurried or anything like that, even though I guess maybe it seemed like I was hurried, but I was just trying. I do fumble around with ropes, but that's just on a daily occasion.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely fumble around with the ropes.
Oh my gosh, I do it all the time. It's horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, day 2 comes.
Day 2 comes. We have a plan.
Right. Slow down.
Right. So I'm going to go slower.
Right.
And I'm going to make sure I show transitions so they can see. So I went slower. I was pleased with how my horse was going.
She was last.
I was still last. Yeah, that day did hurt. That day hurt. Like, again, I don't mind being last. I just didn't like being last by that much.
Right.
So, and again, it's like kind of trying to figure out
Why?
what they wanted. So I think with my mare, she still could be a little like humpy in the canter sometimes. So like, but she still wasn't too sticky. Like, I had forward motion. I had a lot of progress with her. She was soft. I mean, we went through, I think also degree of difficulty, you know, is something where if you see a horse that's like bucking and honking and then it's like quiet and trotting, you're like, whoa, right? I mean, that's impressive.
Right. So you almost picked too well.
Did you see? Listen, she was
I'm just saying, if you had picked a bucker.
No, I'm saying I did really good.
Okay.
I got spun off, by the way.
Spun off.
She didn't buck me off.
But what's our segment time?
We got time.
Oh.
We're only at 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, what?
That's so good.
Yeah. We okay?
I'm good at time.
Yeah, you're really good at time.
Just kidding.
So, I mean, for us watching and seeing it, and we could see, from our view, we could watch all of it.
Right.
You know, we watched the judges, David, everybody walk between corral paddocks,
Round pins.
round pins. And they would miss out on some of the other three that were going on.
Mm-hmm.
Where you could miss out on some very hairy stuff going on in one of the other round pins.
Like, no one knew that my mare reared.
Oh, really? Never
No
saw
one.
it.
They did not know. They did not know that happened. Because it was so quick. She did it, and I was like, nope. And then she was like, oh, I'm okay now.
Right.
Because there was so that type of reaction was in there, but I tried to make sure I gave her tools that we didn't have to do that.
Right.
And I found out the other thing that you're scored on, which I was scored low on, which I didn't necessarily agree with, was adjusting to your horse and the needs of your horse. And I thought I did a good job of that because I had started her off in a 4-knot rope halter, and she seemed to get a little bit, that's kind of why she got a little bit upset. And so I switched to a different thing, and then she was still a bit fussy in the face. And then I switched to a 2-knot halter, and then she was happy.
Right.
So, you know, it's just...
And they thought you should have done what?
I'm not sure.
Okay. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Did you get a judge's sheet at the end?
You're able to check your scores, but they're just numbers. They're not like comments or anything.
Huh, that'd be
That'd
be super helpful, wouldn't it?
It would be great if you could have like comments, but you are able to. I mean, at the end they came and talked to me.
So you can talk to all the judges at the end and find out. Right. Okay.
Maybe not at the end of those rounds,
But then the whole thing.
but the whole thing, yeah.
Right.
Because we're going to get into the final.
Yes, I'm building to that.
Oh, are you? Okay. Well, we got to
This
get
is
to the final.
This is strategy. So how many days is this whole thing?
3.
Okay. Well, you don't want to do the final.
But she also invitational to do as well. Bruce's Field.
Yeah, that's true. We'll do,
I can get through it quick.
Well, I don't want you to get through it quick.
No, we can go to a commercial.
Well, I think maybe we should do that. Let's take a break, and then we can come back with the final. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to rush this.
No,
Okay.
it's got to be
The final. The final is so
It was very fun.
final.
It was great.
Yeah, it was the comeback of the century.
It was pretty.
But I
fun.
don't want to give anything away.
So you got to come back.
So, we're
By
gonna
the
say-
way,
Yes.
I love my horse, and our gift certificate will be at the end of the next segment.
Perfect. Yeah, we need to tell who won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
on.
Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. We need to thank Seminole Feed for sponsoring this segment. Great feed. You go to info@seminolefeed.com for more information.
And you go to the Seminole store on 40 or the other 3 locations throughout the area. There's also 250 throughout the Southeast, so you can look them up. So anybody out there throughout the Southeast can look up Seminole Feed and find a store near you.
Everyone says they feed the best, but not every feed is made the same. Seminole Feed is built on fixed formulas. and made in a medication-free mill for unmatched safety. Every bag delivers consistency your horse can feel and performance you can see. Because when it matters, there is only one best, the original low-starch feed, Seminole Wellness.
For a horse owner on the road, your trailer is essential. No one enjoys being stuck on the road. At Horse Trailer Pros, we repair, renovate, and maintain all makes and models of horse trailers. We work directly with your insurance company or manufacturer for warranty repairs and insurance claims. Our state-of-the-art facility provides quick turnaround and friendly customer service. Considering a living quarter conversion? We do those too. Find comfort on the road with Horse Trailer Pros. Call or text 352-804-2131. HorseTrailerPros.com.
One of my favorite things to do is explore the stores at World Equestrian Center here in Ocala, Florida. When I do, I always make sure to stop in at I Love My Horse Equestrian Boutique. I Love My Horse is a one-stop shop for the latest trends in equine gear, protective equipment, show attire, and casual apparel. They're located in Arena 3 at the World Equestrian Center, right beside the Grand Arena. They've got all kinds of great products in the store. The horse shows are underway at WEC and HITS, and the eventing season is going full throttle. So if you forgot something, or if you just want to pick up something you need to start the season, I Love My Horse is the place to go. Already at the events at Majestic Oaks, Rocking Horse, or Ocala? No problem. I Love My Horse has an awesome mobile tack store just for you eventers. Penny and Terry and their team will take care of all of your equine tack and apparel needs. The annual I Love My Horse Yellow Ducky sale is coming soon. February 20th and 21st, join us for great sales and refreshments. Choose a yellow duck from the pond to reveal your discount at checkout.
Welcome back to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. We are in the third segment, which is the EquiBrew segment. We all are well versed in EquiBrew. It's a live probiotic used to help your horse's gut health. It's amazing. You need to use it. Go to EquiBrewUSA.com. Order it on Shopify. It comes out really quick to your doorstep, and you can feed it to your horses. It's amazing, right?
It is.
So is it like a whole shipping department? How many elves do you have?
We have 5.
5 elves.
Yeah.
And they're basically working 24/7 to fill these
Well,
orders.
the wheels are turning, and it just depends on where that defender is, where that
right.
thing is.
The shipping vehicle.
Yeah.
Right. It's impressive. It's an
you.
operation.
Thank you. I actually have fulfillments to do tonight.
I'm sure you do. How couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's EquiBrew.
It comes to you. We also have a door pickup if you're in the Ocala vicinity. It's also carried by Seminole Feed at their stores.
What
also at
about
Spar.
maybe we should get a catchy
Still at Spar?
slogan?
And at Spar, yes.
Like, what
Do
should
the
you
brew. I already came up with it.
Okay, what should we do? Do the brew. It comes to you.
There you go.
Can you wear that t-shirt for me?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I like that.
I like it too. You got the jingle. We got to mingle.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Let's go on with the show.
Elisa. So
All right.
Road to the Horse.
Day 3.
Day 3.
Day 3.
Right.
You're in last and last.
Yeah, no pressure.
What do you do?
I had a lot of fun. So it was great because I was actually quite thrilled that I was last because that meant that you got to go first because we went in reverse order.
Okay.
And if you're not, you have to be sequestered. So you have to sit in a room, no phone, nothing. So I was like, ooh, I don't want to do that.
Right.
So I got to go first. They actually used my round pen because we had colored round pens, so my blue round pen. So, all the things that can make you still stay comfortable. It was an amazing course that they had built, dragon themed, which was really fun. And so they brought Wendy out, and she was screaming and like very emotional as they are when they're separated.
Jen gets the same way.
And so I took a flag out. You should
I
take
do
a
that
flag,
too. I
John.
flag her all the time.
So I wasn't quite sure if I was going to have to use a flag or not. So I grabbed my flag and my halter, and I walked into the pen. And as soon as she saw me, she trotted right up to me. And I was like, well, I don't need the flag.
Right.
And so that was a really cool moment. And you could hear the whole crowd go, "Oh!" And so I was like,
And you're mic'd.
oh yes, and I'm mic'd the whole time.
So you're only mic'd that day?
No, they're mic'd all.
You're mic'd the other days, but they only turn you on and off whenever they choose to talk to you. But the third day, you're a hot mic the whole time.
Okay.
So it was nice because I was able to talk through. So I figured people could see what I was doing and everything that I had built upon the days before. So we have 20 minutes in that round pen to get the horse tacked up and ride out to do the next phase. So you have to go through. She trotted to me, so I didn't have to spend any time roping her or anything like that. Put the halter on her, did my groundwork. In the days before, I had worked on using voice cues for walk, trot, canter, and she was moving off of those beautifully. I just did a little bit of, because I was trying to show transitions of all my stuff. Did a little bit of rope work around her belly because they can get pretty side sensitive, and that's the other reason why I didn't try to the earlier days ride her a ton, because typically when I'm at home and I'm starting mine, it's about 20-30 minutes. When
right.
If they're really good, I'm gonna keep it kind of multiple smaller sessions. And also earlier in the previous round, that's probably where I lost a lot of points, was getting on her. She would move around a lot because you're in deep sand, and I'd also busted up my knee a little bit. So I was leaning back and shoving my toe into it's not fun on the young ones or any horse anyway. So I was able to get a step block, but she had never seen a step block, and I had never trained her to a step block, but she's really smart. And because of all the obstacle work I had done, she wasn't worried about it. So I was able to bring her up to the step block. She stood perfectly like I thought she would, and I got on. And then once you feel like you can I wanted to do some walk, trot, canter in the round pen, and she was a little, humpty bumpity, but nothing too bad. She actually moved out and was good. And then, so that was bang on 20 minutes. And so I went to go leave the round pen, and starting a bunch of baby horses, they can be all over the place. But then you can have a couple, and they're little, I don't know, the A+ students, where you go to open a gate. On a horse on the third ride, and she just sucked right up to that gate, let me open it, went through one-handed, was able to turn around and let me close the gate. And I was like, oh, heck yeah, she's here to play.
Right.
She just felt it's like when you're out on cross country and they're zoned in, it's the same feeling. So talking with my pen wrangler, we knew that she wasn't the type of horse that you practice things on, because then she'd get frustrated. So you had to take your shot with what she gave you. Typical mare. If they feel like you're asking for too much, they're going to tell you no. So I knew.
Can I stop for a second?
What?
Can you let him know? So there's an obstacle course, but there's also
the rail work.
The rail work they have to do first. So
I was getting there,
but he doesn't know.
I know, but I was getting there.
Okay, go ahead.
So
now I know. Thank you, Rick.
Yes. Well, we have to do what's rail work, which is walk, trot, canter, both ways, stop, back, turn left, turn right. Then you have to get off, pick up all 4 feet, lead the horse 40 feet.
Separately, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Separately. Lead the horse 40 feet, then get back on. And again, all of those are graded on the 0 to 5. It's like your dressage test. So you need to remember, and you have to declare each movement that you're doing inside these cones, which is very important. Okay, so I'm walking her down, and generally, sometimes people go around a couple of times because it's scary and you're trying to get your horse to move forward. She gives me a feeling that she does not care. She's happy to go to the end of the arena. Doesn't even care about the gate, nothing. So I'm cool, I can move on. So I just walk down to the end, and then I go ahead and declare. We do everything to the left. That's really good. And I change directions, and she's feeling good, and I'm going away from the gate. And I think when I was walking or trotting, she kind of did a little spook going away, And I didn't really think anything of it. So I'm coming back around and I pick up the right lead canter and she goes, boppity boppity. And I'm like, okay, she got a little tight. I stopped and then I asked for the canter again. Boom, she picked it right up. I'm like, oh, we're humming. This is great. So I'm like, boom, I'm right in the cones. I'm just going to go ahead and call it because I can knock this out pretty quick.
Right.
And I go, declare right lead canter. And then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's dirt.
Right.
So, because she was cantering great, and then I felt her prop that one shoulder, and I was like, oh, not sticking it. And she saw me off to the left, and she just went, whoop. And I was like, yep, there's that cow horse in there. So that was unfortunate because that I had declared the canter.
Right.
So that's where something I could have gotten a 4 on, a 3 or a 4, even maybe a 5, who knows. I got a 1, so I lost. That probably cost me the round, honestly. In hindsight, I should have, when I felt her tight like that, just not been so risk averse.
Right.
And work that out because then she would have picked up the canter fine. However, then you're like, oh, well, now my horse is gone.
Right.
Come back to me in this electric atmosphere of lots of things that are very scary. She walked right over to the mounting block and basically waited for me to get, I whistled to her and she waited for me to get there and I was able to get back on.
That's so cool.
And then I went back over to make sure it was nothing. Like sometimes if a horse is sticky or they were worried, you're going to encounter that again. She picked up the canter and she was absolutely fine. So it was just something that just caught her and she spooked and it is what it is. So, okay, we got, and then I did the canter, we stopped, we backed, super good girl. Like, I didn't even have to touch the halter to ask her to back up. A big goal I wanted to have was when I did the picking up the feet that she ground tied, I didn't have to touch her or hold the lead rope. She was perfect. And
well, with all 4 feet in the air, she's not going to go off anywhere.
At the same time.
Right.
But in training horses, because I have to do that maneuver with Mustangs, it can be very hard in that type of electric atmosphere. Like, just imagine being at Rolex.
I don't have a single horse in this barn that would do that.
And pick their feet and have them stand there. So she was literally perfect for that. And really good for when I got on her. And so then you have to declare your obstacle course. So you say, I'm declaring my obstacles. And we have a whole thing to go through.
And do you declare them one at a time or you just say
say you're declaring your obstacles and you're fine. And we had 2 mystery obstacles as well because that we didn't know when we did the walkthrough. It was covered. So I go through the first obstacle, which are these giant axes. And she is dangerous. Like naturally weaving through them. Like I didn't even have to touch her. I had to like duck because she was literally on the buckle. It was the funnest thing. And she's the type of horse too where if she sees something and she's not sure, she wants to go to it. And that's where you can't say no because then she'll be like, well, you said no. You have to like let her investigate everything. So there was a moment where we have these like pinwheel poles that you have to walk over with this giant chair and had shiny armor and she had to touch the shiny armor on it.
Like she decided she had to.
Oh yeah, like halfway through she's like, what's that? And she like I was like, okay, fine, now let's go back and be focused. And she went about. And there's also this, after that there's a big tarp that always causes problems. It says it's a platinum tarp. It's blue and with white written on it. And I had done a fair amount of tarp work with her and she loved playing with the tarp. And I was fairly confident and I had made a comment to Dan that I was like, oh, I love the tarp. And he's like, you're sick. There's a problem with you. I'm like, no. So she came and she did balk at it first, but she's funny because if you go back and you watch, she like lifts it up like she's looking under it almost to make sure.
Right.
So she lifts it up and then she goes, oh, okay. And she walks right across.
Smart.
Yeah, she's wicked smart. And then we walked over the jumps and there was this hedgy dragon thing that she was a good girl, like stepped on it, flipped over and she didn't care. And then another hard obstacle is like this pool noodle wall.
Yeah. I saw a video of this.
Yeah, and so I just kind of let her push her way. I did not put any pressure on her at all. She kind of just pushed her way through. And so that was like really fun because that can be a big hiccup for them, because especially with how sensitive she was on her body. And then the rope, which I thought I should have gotten extra points for the rope, the first rope, because I was able to like throw it and then reel it back in. She did not care.
Do you think it was your technique maybe wasn't the same as the
No,
other?
that was good. I mean, I did tangle up the rope, but
I mean, maybe that's it.
I did lose points, I know, on the drag because I was trying to go for extra ones and I looped it around me, and that's like a no-no when you're doing trail. So I could have maybe gone backwards. It was just a safety issue that I think I lost points on that because she drugged the fluffy dragon really well. She did it front and back. And then there's this huge castle thing with a gate that we had to go. Like no normal animal would just willingly walked right up there. Well, let me open the gate. Probably for extra points. I could have shut it because she would have. And then there was a joke about we come out and touch the dragon on the head.
That was a joke.
Right.
Yeah, and because I was like, my mare's literally going to drag me to this.
Right.
Sure enough, she drags me to the dragon, and I touch the head and I look at Dan, and then she goes back and bites the dragon's head and it falls off.
So she slayed the dragon.
You slayed the dragon.
She slayed the dragon. So that got the crowd going. And she spooked a little bit, but nothing too bad. And then you go through and we had to...
This is the bonus ones.
These are the bonus. We had 2 bonus.
2 bonus?
Yeah, 2 bonus. And you had to pick up a jousting thingy and then stick it through 3 rings, and then...
I did that in 4-H as a kid.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was a pool cue for me. And I got to practice it a lot.
It was kind of heavy, but then we had to like throw it on the ground, so this big giant thing, and she was good about that. And then we had this ramp that had 2 things of water next to it.
This is like the bridge.
Yeah, it's like a bridge with the rock that you had to pull the sword out.
Yep.
And she sure enough just went right across.
Excalibur.
So I was getting text messages from Tick and from Sinead in 2 different places. I think Sinead was over in Ireland.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And Tick, and they're like, nobody has ever finished the obstacle course before, and this is before you finished it. I was like, really? Nobody's done all the obstacles in the 23 years.
And how long did you get to do
all together? And she had, how long do you have to do it?
Well, including the rail work, you have like
45 minutes?
35 minutes or something like that.
You're right, it's 35.
But I still had like 13 minutes by the time I was done. And then afterwards, you're allowed to do a freestyle. So I was like, but then it got a little confusing because you said you can do a freestyle. It's all your time right now. But then later on, which I did I did the 1 obstacle. She did really well. And then it was like, oh, you have to declare. And I was like, crap. So I had to declare my freestyle. But then she was getting a little bit like, I took her back to maybe see the water thing, and she was just getting a little bit over it, I think, because she had done a lot. And so maybe in hindsight, I could have probably taken her to play with the tarp or to attack the stuffy dragon, because I know she would have liked to play with him. But I was of the mindset the mare literally did all of that on the buckle for me.
Right.
And what more could I ask for?
Right.
So I brought her back up, which on camera they did not show that I halted her and then I slid off her butt, which they did not show that on camera. I was like disappointed about.
Yeah. That's kind of a bummer. That'd be a cool thing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened. And then I untacked her and then gave her a good rub so she knew she was a good girl. And then got emotional per usual for me.
Right.
And that was...
Have you tried hiding your emotions behind just a generally angry face like I do?
The Botox
it just doesn't work.
No emotions.
It just was... it was such an amazing feeling. It was very similar to going around cross country and having it just be that perfect ride.
And she went from 4th to reserve champion.
To 2nd, yeah.
The people's champion.
And
I was the fan favorite.
What's Wendy's tough
Twister.
Tough Twister Wendy was a fan favorite.
She was...
And now she is a farm favorite, correct?
Yes. I did not have on my bingo card that I was going to have...
every time.
Yeah, you bring them home every single time. How did you not? I knew when you went, I'm like, well, she's going to come home with a horse.
No.
Quarter horse.
Every time.
She's a very well-bred cow horse.
How many of these sorts of things have you done and not come home with one?
that depends.
Exactly.
I sold my
No.
Mustang Classic Championship horse that I won.
At the competition or after the fact, after you brought it home?
Well, but there wasn't a thing.
There's only a couple where you
there's only a
get
couple.
the horse and then take it home. The others she got first and then took them to the competition.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that she's
Different.
100% when you get them and she takes them home.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so
I mean, it's fine. I'm just saying, know who you are.
One that you brought home?
Yes, Win and Fledge.
Win, Fledge, and Wendy.
Yes,
3 for
Rune
3.
I got before.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
It's not a bad thing.
No. Well, and again,
Timothy's not even making a face over there, so it's fine.
Pitchfork,
He doesn't know.
Pitchfork Ranch was
Surprise.
amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys are horrible. Pitchfork Ranch was amazing. They breed pretty incredible horses, and that want to go to work. Like the mindset on those horses are pretty cool. And so I was able to get a partnership together, and we were able to purchase her and bring, because they don't actually. Not a lot of the horses are available. Not every horse is available.
Okay, got it.
So
this
Wendy
happened to be available.
Wendy happened to be available.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
It is
I'm
really
super
cool.
proud. We had fun. We had a great time. And she was off of a fresh reserve champion at Bruce's Field as well.
Yeah.
I've been trending pretty well this spring.
Yes, you have.
It hasn't been too shabby.
Yeah, you've been doing very well. And you were just at Stableview, yeah?
Yeah.
And that went well.
Stable View is great. My mare, Elisa Quality, aka B, she has come out swinging this year.
She looks awesome.
I've been really, really thrilled. She's been first or second, and then at Stableview we were 6th. And if I was 8 seconds faster, I would have been in the top 3.
Not that anybody's counting.
We are all counting.
Yeah, you're right.
So, but Stableview, I thought, well, actually Bruce's Field really helped me with her.
Yeah.
Because she's such a bitty thing. I mean, there's something in front of her, she's going to attack
Kyle might say in the future.
Right.
She really, that mare attacks jumps. And at Bruce's Field, there were so many. And so it was nice to this time around at Stableview. There was a section, in that top by the pavilion.
Yep.
I took an inside line and I had to point her kind of at an intermediate fence. And she actually didn't argue with me that we were supposed to jump that, which
Right.
is a nice feeling for
It's
once.
getting rideable.
To be able to telepathy go, no, we're doing this. And she was very, very keen, very good. And this past course, I trusted her to go as fast as she wanted to go to some of the gallop fences, and
she was good.
She was great.
Awesome. So you take her to Kentucky
Yeah.
for the 4 short, and then Tryon?
Yeah. So this is my second year with her going to Kentucky. So I feel like that's, my goal is to be in the top 10.
Yep.
And then head to Tryon because I need to get a clean 4-long.
Right.
And if that goes well, then I would really like to aim for Blenheim in the fall and get some international experience overseas with her, and then aim for 5-star at Kentucky next year.
Boom.
Yeah.
Let's make it all happen.
Yeah. I feel like it. She's the horse for it.
She's come on great. It's been fun to watch.
And it's been a big thanks to my owners, Donna and Jim Biggs and Rosemary Spillane. They've been amazing and incredible supporters. We couldn't do this sport without them.
And she's got 2 great other horses, Bugatti, owned by the Sukup Bugatti
Syndicate. Yes.
Stephen, Vicky, and Betsy, and Val, and Rosemary. And then you also have, I can't even say his name.
Baleen Foodies out of the blue.
Yeah.
He's owned by Donna and Biggs as well, who is another up-and-coming horse. So that's exciting.
But also Jim.
Well, yes, that is Jim's horse. And
You're going to say Jim. Jim, that's your horse.
B
I'll
is
stick by
Donna's
it.
horse.
Yeah.
So
Jim and B.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim and Donna, B and Oscar.
That's right. Yep. So very, very good.
What you got?
I am pulling up. I was intently listening, but also I'm pulling up our comments on YouTube for our last.
Oh, for the winner for the I Love My Horse?
But I'm also technologically inept, so I also have just enlarged There we
Is
go.
it because you have fat fingers?
No, it's because sometimes I don't know how to make the comments on YouTube work correctly. All right, so the question was, what is the town that Mike and Emma Winter live in? Do you know?
It wasn't really.
Do you know, Elisa, did you watch our show?
No.
It's not a town, by the way.
Hold on.
It's not a town. I'm just going to say that.
I'm just going to tell you, we're going to try this again because we can edit. Elisa, did you watch our show?
Yes.
Do you remember where...
No, I have a really bad memory.
Okay.
It's not a town.
It's a... What did you say?
It's an area.
It's a region, but
Yeah.
these also is a town. We got a little bit in the weeds on this one. And
They're not in Oxfordshire.
No. No, and I think actually it'd be Oxfordshire.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire.
She's my daughter.
I will just say amongst a lot of these comments, there are answers to the question, which is Puckrup.
Yep.
But there's a lot of comments in here saying that Elisa should have won Road to the Horse as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
I appreciate
And
it.
that you also did a great Patreon debrief. So if anybody wants to support you through Patreon, they
Look
can
at
do that
you.
as well.
Oh,
got
look at my
double plugs.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Double
Well done.
plugs.
I did do a debrief on that. Thank
A
you.
lot of congratulations to you. So
Thank you.
the winner of this is going to get a $25 gift card to I Love My Horse, who is going to be at Kentucky as always. They have their shop there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll and just stop without looking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay.
Look at me.
I did. I just did it. I scrolled and didn't look.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
His
do it. Want me
eyes
to do it
are like-
again?
You know those cartoon glasses that you have with the eyeballs on them?
So I got it.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now this is going to seem like, maybe I shouldn't do this because this seems like a conflict, because this winner is a mother of one of our people.
What the heck?
So the winner, who got it correct, her answer is Mike and Emma Winter live near Puckrup, and John, way to go today, which I did not, this is completely random, is Casey Walker, Canyon's mom.
Very good.
So
Yay, Canyon's mom.
Casey wins. Congratulations. That was legit.
That's easy to get to.
Yeah, that was legitimate, not me picking out someone who said something nice about me, but it is a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
I like
for
that.
me.
That's
If
great.
anybody deserves it, it's them.
Me. Them. Casey. Right. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Good job. All right.
So, thank you for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Thank you to EquiBrew
are we
for
going
sponsoring
to do one
this
more I
segment.
Love My Horse at the end of this?
That is the end of this.
Yeah, but we got to give the clue for the...
No.
Oh, okay, we don't do that.
No, we're done.
We're done.
Is that Grumpy John now?
Yeah.
No, that was. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Playing the game? I don't know.
Okay, so thank you to EquiBrew. It is a great live product, probiotic. I can't even talk anymore. Look, we're doing the best we can here, guys. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being you, John.
Thank you for being me, and for you being you.
And our next show that's coming up
the
night before Kentucky is the Kentucky preview.
Yes.
With Kyle.
Some
Carter.
Canadian
Carter.
guy. Some Canadian guy.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for watching.
We have an awesome show for you guys today.
The greatest eventer of all time.
Good news for the sport.